going to play the piano.
It's supposed to be like, ooh, hauntings. Because today is going to be a very spooky day.
Not really. But we can pretend.
Yes, exactly.
Ghosts aren't scary. Well, they're scary whenever it's dark and you're by yourself. I agree with you there.
Yeah. But it is so interesting, isn't it, Vera, how much, here we go, how much these unsolved mysteries, once you shed some light on them, it's just fascinating philosophy, really, about our soul's journey and entities who have crossed over or stuck in between.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't think we have to do any advertisement. We just had a show live.
Exactly.
A live show. Who wants more advertisements?
Right.
And that's probably why I'm not a good business person.
All right. So, Vera, do we want to start off with the
Hi, Sammy.
Whaley House haunting?
Sure.
Okay. All right. And speaking of Sammy,
Well, why don't we wait a few minutes because maybe some more people will come.
well, I was just going to say thanks to Sammy's research, we have some some information here
So,
to lead up to this mystery.
Wait a minute. I think we should start with the angel first.
The Tarot Crystal Angel?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
to give more people time. If people are coming. If not, that's okay too.
yes,
We'll just do it later.
Yes. So, we picked out some magical
We
cards.
did. For the week.
Yes.
For all the soul tribers.
Exactly. Hi, Sophia.
Hi, Sophia. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, exactly.
109 today.
Cheers.
Yeah, really.
Yeah. Yay, tack.
Okay.
All right.
So Tarot Crystal Angel, the the tarot of the week is the Eight of Cups.
This is kind of really cool. It tells a story, doesn't it?
Yeah. And I call it the Follow Your Chart card
Hi, Lynn.
because it's, hi Lynn, could be Roxanne and Anna, because it's kind of like, see all those cups back there? Those are all of your challenges because cups is emotion. So that's why it's probably lessons, challenges kind of thing. So you're walking away from that because it's on to new adventures. So you've completed those lessons and now you're on to follow your chart of what you're supposed to be doing next. So that's exciting.
I have a question.
Okay. Hi,
This
Purple
is-
Blaze. Hi, Eric.
This is really interesting because it looks like this is water also.
Yeah, emotion.
Water. I mean, but next to it looks like almost like a creek next to the.
Right.
Yeah, because I knew the cups, but it's so.
But that's supposed to depict emotion.
Right. Exactly. I just thought that was fascinating
Yeah.
because here he is walking. That's just pretty cool.
Exactly.
So that's the tarot card for
I
the
know,
week.
aren't they cute? I love those.
Yeah.
Anything that
so
sparkles
pretty.
or glows, Vera likes. Okay, so we got that for the week, right? So we have to work on that. On to new adventures. I love it.
Yes.
Now this is the crystal of the week, and that is a clear quartz, which is perfect for the card we got. And it's kind of what it says on the card. It says get crystal clear. So it goes right along with the tarot card where it's saying now it's off to different adventures, more adventures. So get crystal clear about where you want to go next. So it's time to look at yourself and really get that major insight, dig deep, because we still have that energy of the planets and the sun and the moon and all that good stuff. So, and then you figure out where you want to go next. Where is your chart pulling you, kind of thing. And so the clarity of the quartz is what this gives you.
And
Quartz gives you clarity.
we like that.
20/20 vision kind of thing.
Especially coming off of the emotional lessons, you know. And
Because we
stepping-
had a lot, right?
Yes, and coming out of those emotional waters, and the angel pick that goes along so great is the Angel of Light, and this is like the perfect angel for the week. There she is. It's kind of hard to see her, but
She reminds me of Sandra D. I don't know why. Every time I see her, yeah.
Well, it's always cool to hear what different people see in a picture, right?
Yeah.
But it's just awesome because, you know, with your tarot card, we are moving away from these emotional lessons that we've learned. And
That may have kept us in the shadows.
exactly.
There's her light.
And yeah, shining your light. And we're too busy to worry about all that stuff anymore. We are focusing now on our path ahead. See how she
Exactly.
has her lantern of light? And that's us. We're shining our light. That's what we're focusing on. And we've already drank from those cups of knowledge, learned those lessons, and now we're ready to focus on what we're here to do. Focus on ourselves and not the emotionality of those lessons, which can feel like a little bit of negativity bothering us in the past, moving forward. So shine your light.
Exactly.
Everyone.
There you go.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Now for the cool haunting stuff.
Oh, yeah. Okay, here we go.
All right. So let's see. Now, this is a little bit of backstory about what Life magazine in 2005 called the most haunted house in America.
Right.
In our own backyard, San Diego, 8 hours away. All right. So there's a little bit of backstory here. And now, the Whaley House was designed by Thomas Whaley. He was an affluent merchant in San Diego, and it was built back in 1857. And it was also built on top of what used to be a graveyard. Okay. And it soon became a center for the San Diegans because it housed a general store and the first commercial movie theater and a second courthouse. So there's a lot going on there. Today, the house is a historical landmark.
Is it still open, though? I don't think it is.
You know, after COVID, I'm not sure. Because it was a museum for people to visit.
Why, I went there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you would know. Okay. So Thomas Whaley was considered an innovator and was highly regarded in San Diego. He earned the nickname of Mayor Whaley. He was married to Anna, and they had 6 children. Their second child, Thomas Jr., died of scarlet fever, and he was only 18 months old, little baby.
Yeah.
More tragedy followed when a fire burned down the general store part of the home. This home must have been big.
Yeah. It's huge. It's huge.
Like a whole grounds. And
it's just big. Yeah, I didn't get to go to all of it because it was kind of closed down, but I got to go in the courtyard and into the restrooms. Because there was like off the courtyard, there was restrooms and a long corridor. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's see what else we got now. So.
Yes, Old Town.
So later on, Thomas's 5th child, Violet, unknowingly married a con artist, and he was just after her dowry, her big dowry. And he disappeared 2 weeks after their marriage and left her stranded in a hotel room, which back then was like a huge scandal, very disgraced. You know, it's like coming back being disgraced because it was during the Victorian era and women didn't travel alone. So that was like a really...
So she was disgraced, not him.
No, because he took off.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, it was it was all on her.
Yeah,
right. I know. Anyways, so her father had got her a divorce about a year later, but the disgrace and society's judgment was too much for her to bear, and she committed suicide by shooting herself in the chest. She was only 22 years old. That's just so tragically sad.
You know why? Because she was going to shoot herself in, like, under here, and she changed her mind and like tried to move it away, and it went off. She changed her mind, but I mean, it was because she was trying to, like, no, I don't know if I want, and then kaboomers. Oh. Yeah. Wow. But it was still symbolic, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was going to guess. That's where I thought you were going with it, because it was her heart. And she changed her mind, and it was just... That's interesting, isn't it? Because then it's like, okay, then is it charted?
But that's how she charted to go.
Yeah.
Yes. But not through suicide.
Right.
But that's what it was.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because that split second.
Oh, wow. Okay. There's more. So
I know
the suicide was considered very scandalous at that time, and Thomas had another daughter, and her name was Corinne, and she was engaged to be married, but her fiance called it off because of the sister's suicide. So she never got married, the sister Corinne. Later, there's more. Later, Thomas decided to move his family into a one-story home that he built in another part of San Diego, where they lived for 20 years. And during that time, the original Whaley House fell into disrepair. After Thomas died, his son Francis decided to make the original Whaley House a tourist attraction, and he repaired it. The remaining family members, including the mom and Anna, the mother Anna, moved back in where they all lived out the rest of their lives. And people say that you can hear Thomas Jr., Violet, Anna, Francis, George, and Corinne in the Whaley House today talking. So there's frequently sightings and strange sounds and things like that still. I don't know if it's to this day because it might be closed, but that's
I don't
consistent.
Know either. Yeah, because when we went for my aunt's 90th birthday, so we really weren't going to the house. We're going to the restaurant close to it, but you can still go into the courtyard and wait for your turn to be served, right? So they let you know when to go into the hotel. I mean, not hotel, the restaurant that was close by.
Right.
So we all went into the courtyard to sit and wait for our turn, and that's whenever I noticed the little girl. But of course, I was with my family, my extended family, not my cousins, and they didn't know I was psychic or anything like that.
And this was how many years ago?
About 8 years ago, 8 or 9 years ago. I can't remember. But yeah, it's open still? Okay, good. I'm glad it's still open. Yeah, they did hangings too.
Yeah, exactly. There was somebody that was hung there for stealing a boat.
But what I saw, and this kind of goes into what Purple Blaze says, so that this really clicks in for me, what he said, because I already had written it out. I saw an apparition of a little girl dressed in a little white dress, but it was like she was dressed to go to church, something more fancy than just
plain at home.
Mm-hmm. So it's very cute, with the little eyelets in the fabric, and then a pink bow on her hair, and it was on the back, just hanging down. It wasn't in a bow. It was just ribbon in the back, and it was pink. And she was playing. She was doing something. I can't remember if it was like she had a ball, but I didn't see the ball. It was weird. She had something she was playing with. And then, of course, I had to sit there and just pretend like I didn't see anything. And then, So then, but when she was walking by me in the courtyard, we locked eyes.
Oh my God.
I mean, I looked in her eyes, and she smiled. She kind of looked at me and then smiled and then kept walking.
Okay, this is like reminding me of the Sixth Sense when he went.
The
spirits.
But it kind of didn't fit with what I was reading when Sammy gave us the information.
Yeah, the research
that doesn't fit because the women were older, right? They were older whenever they.
Yes.
Okay, so I kept going with what I got, and then I'm going back to 8 years. I went to the restroom while we were waiting, and when I left the restroom, she was walking down the corridor away from me. Mm-hmm. So it was like she was already walking. She had already walked past the bathroom and was walking the rest of the way out. I don't know if to go back into the corridor, the courtyard or what, but she was, and then I didn't see her anymore because we went in, right, we left. So I never got to go inside the house.
Dang.
Just the courtyard and where the bathrooms were.
But you got to see her.
But I got to see a little girl, and that's, and then when Sammy sent this, I'm going, oh, shoot, that doesn't fit any of the people, right? She was about 6 or 7, this little girl, when I saw her, and I knew she belonged to the house. So whenever this came, I thought, oh, man, I was really off. But
I knew there was going to be a but.
Yeah. Corinne committed suicide because a fiance wouldn't marry her because of the scandal of her sister, right? Mm-hmm. So she lived the rest of her life in grief, in sorrow, in just like hating the world, bitter kind of thing. But when she committed suicide, she didn't leave. She stayed.
Wait, you mean Violet committed suicide, or Corinne, the girl who went on to live?
Oh, she didn't commit suicide.
You meant Corinne when she passed away.
Not the suicide lady. Yes. God, I got confused on that one.
Yeah, but we knew what you meant.
Yeah, thank you. Mm-hmm. Because Corinne lived the rest of her life. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
In sorrow and all that stuff.
Right.
So I'm like, oh God, it can't be her, but it was her.
Yeah.
Because that was the best time of her life.
Oh no.
She went. Oh, it just gave me chilly willies.
Oh my God.
She went back to the best time of her life.
Aw.
So that's what she hung on
I want to
to.
hug that little girl.
I know. No, but I kept telling the little girl, go to the light, go to the light. But she just smiled and
She was hanging out.
I think she's still there.
She's still there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
So that's what I got for the Whaley House.
Isn't that interesting? Because it's unresolved for her.
Yeah.
Wow, the grief. And that's what happens sometimes, doesn't it? When entities leave a life But
it's really interesting too. Why didn't she stay
Yes.
what she was, but she didn't want to remember that.
Wow.
Isn't that cool?
I think that is just amazing.
Mm-hmm.
A new philosophy revelation. That's the
go.
words I'm looking for. I'm flabbergasted. You can tell. It's just really amazing, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because that's what she loves so much. She went back to that time. And she's still living it out.
There, yeah.
Wow. You know what? This kind of makes me wonder, what is the longest time span that an earthbound entity has stayed an earthbound entity?
Oh, that would be interesting.
Yeah, because it's like, okay, she's there, still living out her happiest time. And it's like, how long until they realize they're dead or have come to fully, be done with that?
I hope so.
To where they're ready to move on.
Yeah. I know. But she's happy. That's the thing. It's not like she's looking for someone. She's at her happiest time.
Wow.
So maybe that's even more like you want to root in instead of, I'm searching for my child, or I'm searching for who killed me, or, that kind of stuff. Because that drives you too, but she was happy at that time.
That is so fascinating, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, no. Yeah.
It's just so interesting.
Oh, well, congratulations, Jen and Julie.
Hooray!
Yeah, but that's it for the Whaley House that I got.
Confetti.
Yeah, but it would be interesting to go back. I'm so glad they're still open.
Yeah.
Because when we go to the Tucson Gem Show, we can just stop by right there.
Oh, that's a great idea. We'll have to
We'll
have to do a road trip and then swing by and pick up Sammy.
There you go.
We'll all be piled into the station wagon and wink together.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm only saying that because we had one of those back in the 70s. Not dating myself, of course.
When you were 2.
Yeah. Oh, that's really
Johnny
cool.
J2 was 2.
That's really cool.
No, he wasn't even born yet. Why do I always want him born in the 70s?
I am just really excited. No, he was, right?
He was born in 72. I keep wanting him born in 70.
Oh,
because that's when he was coming in, but he decided not to and came in 72. Oh, he gets so mad at me when I say that.
You'll always find out something interesting and cool, right? And this philosophy. And I think today was like just amazing because that was a new tidbit that we can all think about.
Yeah, yeah. And give her energy, like, go to the light.
Yeah, to want to go to the light. Maybe to keep her company. There's like people there to keep her company. Her family is there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. We'll all send her energy for sure.
Yeah.
Neat.
Well, you guys stay cool.
Yeah.
Or stay dry. Or wherever it is that you guys are.
Stay happy and shine your light.
There you go.